Hey everyone, my name is Justin Condinanzo. This is my video entry for the Mizutani video contest hosted by Free Salon Education. Today I will be doing a textured crop haircut. Start off by sectioning the top off at high recession. I start by using a block graduation technique along the parietal ridge. As I get to the back, I over direct the hair slightly back so that way I keep a square shape. Blow dry the underneath section for more control while scissor over combing. My model didn't want to see so much scalp, so we kept it as natural as possible, not going in too short. Remember to bend the ear down and keeping that still blade behind the ear so that way you don't cut the ear. To be more consistent with scissor over combing, you need to cut in a fluid motion. I learned how to cut by learning how to hold my shears correctly. Enter your ring finger and rest your index and middle finger on the shaft of your shears and your pinky finger on the tang. Have your fingers relaxed and fully extended. This will create balance. Have your shear resting just below the second knuckle of your ring finger. Lower your scissor to your thumb, press against the action blade. You will now open your shear by swinging your thumb side to side. Now that you know how to hold your shear, flip your hand upside down and continue swinging your thumb side to side. Do it slow, do it fast, long strokes, short strokes. Keep practicing. Repeat the same steps on the other side. The block graduation technique is going to help me in my scissor over combing because it's going to help me with the graduation that I build. Now, I didn't do it this fast. I sped up the video a little bit, so don't forget to bend that ear forward so that way you don't cut it. Another little tip I like to do is placing the comb above the ear so that way you're not going to cut the ear. It acts as a little cushion so that way it's a little safety measure, as you can see. I'm about to start tapering up his neck. Like I said, he doesn't want to see a lot of scalp exposed, so I kept using the medium side of the comb instead of the finer side to keep the hairs a little longer. Scissor over combing needs to be repeated and practice a lot so that way you understand how to taper and build graduation. I like to taper up the sideburns and the nape a little shorter than the rest of the haircut so that way it grows out nicely. Start off by taking a radial section from ear to ear and take a center profile section. As you can see, my finger angle is at a 45-degree angle to retain length and maintain, just taking off the weight that's underneath. As I get to the side, I like to over direct the side just to retain a little bit of length. Repeat the same step to the other side. Remember to over direct. Now take a center profile section and using a guide from the back, cut a square line and graduate towards you as you get toward the fringe area. Now take horizontal sections and cut square using that center guideline. I like to point cut from now on because it gives me a better finish, a softer finish and more texturized. As I work towards the fringe, I start to over direct back to retain length.
Come out with your hands up. Yeah, reach for the sky.
Repeat the same thing on the other side. Remember to keep your elbow high to keep a square shape. If you drop that elbow, it's gonna round it off. Take a forward diagonal section and point cut using a guideline underneath to diffuse the disconnection. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Now as I'm blow drying the hair, I'm using a flat wrap technique to smooth and emphasize texture. All I'm doing is just blow drying flat against the scalp in every direction.
Allow me to lay some protocol on you.
Now for dry cutting, take horizontal sections and deep point cut for added texture. Remember to over direct the fringe to retain length. Cleaning up the hairline for added details. Like I said, my model wanted to keep it natural as possible, so I'm using my shear and point cutting the hairline. I like to use a matte based product. For this one I'll be using 80H, a dime size amount.
You hear that? Hey, the bass is too heavy.
You can use reformer or matrix beach clay. Doesn't matter, something dry and matte looking so it can separate the hair, giving you a dry look and a messy textured crop. Well, this is it. This is my video. Thank you Free Salon Education. Thank you Mizutani for the opportunity.